Hello, fellow humans. Chris here again. My equipment and everything that I set up is outside, actually, in the garage, and the smoke is just incredibly bad right now. And I don't want to spend any more time out there than I need to. So, for the next couple of videos, or however long this lasts, I'm going to be doing some recordings from in here. So, thought that it was apropos with the smoke and everything to tell a little positive story, I guess, about all this. An Assembly Bill 73, which is the Farmworker Wildfire Smoke Protection Act here in California, has just finally passed the Senate committee this last week. And will be moving forward to be signed by Governor Newsom, hopefully sooner than later. It needs to pass the Assembly as well, but records show that it passed the Assembly back in June, so I believe it's ready to move forward. The part about it that is not good news is the fact that this didn't already exist. And in fact, a very, very similar version of this bill was introduced 2 years ago and failed for whatever reason. I'm not sure. One of the co-sponsors was Kamala Harris, and it failed, which is kind of incredible. The bill itself, in a nutshell, would consider farm workers and agricultural workers here in California essential workers, and therefore would give them certain benefits and privileges that come with that, namely having access to the stockpile of N95 masks here in California. It baffles my mind to think that in 5 years of since the smoke has gotten really bad every year, and particularly in the last 3 years, that this hasn't already happened. And this was initially, this bill, the one that did pass this week, was introduced in December of 2020. So that is kind of frustrating and disheartening, to be honest, because we've had the run of the mill of smoke already just this summer, but they are finally getting this recognition. It's similar to a bill we had last year, which gave this essential designation to our medical community, which is allowed them access to the stockpile of N95 masks. Again, I didn't think a bill was required for that. But anyway, here we are. I guess my beef with all this is the bureaucratic red tape, the legislative process that it had to go through to get to here. It should not have taken this long. It was able to be passed last year. The medical workers version of this was passed very quickly under emergency reasons. So that's a little frustrating, but I am glad that it's passing. So I am just sharing that as a positive story in the midst of this horrible situation that's going on right now in California. The farm workers are estimated to make up 800,000 employees in this state, and they produce an annual revenue of about $50 billion. So kind of important role if you're looking at from an economy perspective. So again, just very glad that that's a thing now, assuming that Gavin Newsom signs it into law, which he will. There's no way he doesn't. So anyway, yeah, it's just hopefully that's a feel good story. I'm kind of over sharing sad stuff and just bad news, and so I'm gonna try to find more positive stories. So take that with a grain of salt, but hopefully that makes you feel good in some way to know that that's now a thing in California. So anyway, I will catch up with you all again very soon. Have a great rest of your day and weekend, and remember, don't be afraid to question the consensus.